When God was giving talent, balls were just too late. So they try to put me down, but it makes me more ambitious. Success is sweet, but revenge is so delicious. Haters gonna hate.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Strider's back with another pre-game stats breakdown. Starting right off the bat on the red team, we're going to have Urgot, Irelia, Nautilus, Draven, and Lee Sin versus the blue team, who has Katarina, Caitlyn, Blitzcrank, Lulu, and Zac. So at the top lane, we're going to have Irelia versus Lulu. Now, neither of them main top lane, so it's going to be a very interesting lane to see. Aurelia's been played by this person 101 times, where Lulu's been played by this person 47 times. The average win ratio for Aerolia is 54.67, where Lulu's is 52.21, so it's a little bit in the favor of Aerolia on that one. If we take a look at the mid lane, we're going to have another very interesting match between Urgot and Katarina. Now, Urgot mains AD carry, while Katarina mains mid, so it's really hard to say who will win this one, because Urgot is of AD carry, of course, but he does go mid a lot more lately than he does go bottom, or in that real true AD carry slot. So Urgot's been played by this person 65 times, where Katarina's been played by this person 29 times. Urgot's average win ratio is 62.6, where Katarina's is 56.05. So it's a little bit in favor of Urgot on that lane as well. If we take a look at the jungle, we're going to have Nautilus versus Zac. Now, both of these players main jungle, so no one's going to have a real big advantage on that front, but Nautilus has been played by this person 94 times, where Zac has only been played by this person 7 times. That gives a huge advantage to Nautilus. Nautilus also has a 54.41% win average, where Zac has a 55.65%. So it's really hard to say, but I think we're going to have to give the advantage to Nautilus just with the sheer amount of experience that he has on Nautilus. Then if we go into the bottom lane, for AD carries, we're going to have Draven versus Caitlyn. Draven mains AD carry, and so does Caitlyn. Again, no real big difference in that way. Draven's only been played by this person 15 times, where Caitlyn's been played by this person 50 times. Draven's average win ratio is 61.45, where Caitlyn's is 57.09. Again, a little bit in favor of the Draven on this one. As far as supports go, we're going to have Lee Sin versus the Blitzcrank. Now, Lee Sin is very unconventional support, and he also mains AD carry, where Blitzcrank mains mid, and it's a little bit more conventional for support. Lee Sin's been played by this person 32 times, where Blitzcrank has been played by this person 9 times. Again, it's really hard to say who will win this, but I think Blitzcrank's overall utility will be a little bit more useful. The average win ratio for Lee Sin is 58.56, as to where Blitzcrank's is 55.43, so again, in favor of the red team there. Now, if you add up all the wins and losses of all the players, you'll see that the red team has an average of 56.2% win ratio, where the blue team has an average of 54.73% of a win ratio. So it looks like it's a little bit in the favor of the red team. Let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Strider's back with another episode of the Diamond League, and I am actually 100% proud to announce that LSI, the stats program I use, the little summoner information, just went through a massive upgrade that is just, it's ridiculous. You can't even, I don't know, everyone needs to go download it. It's just one of the best. It's like a requirement, especially if you have split screen. Even if you don't, there's still an in-game overlay for everybody's stats. It's just fucking awesome. If anyone ever has that corner bug or LOL, if you're running LOL in borderless windowed mode, sometimes you get the corner bug where it loads in like the bottom right hand corner of your screen. This application now just automatically fixes it if it does that. That's ridiculous. I mean, typically what I've had to do in the past was, minimize it and then maximize it again, and just do, you actually have to do something, or you have to get shift window, which snaps it to that. There's just things that you shouldn't have to do, and now it just automatically does it, so you don't even have to worry about it, which I think is pretty badass.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So I'm also very confused about these lanes. But yeah, definitely go download Little Summoner information. It's great. They went over a bunch of changes, and everything looks beautiful, as you would probably see at this point at the beginning of the game.
Better dead.
Wow, you can even, yeah, you can click on it to see the runes of masteries. I may just do a video on the application. Oh, we do have an initiation on Nautilus. He's actually going down pretty low. He's getting it slowed down a little bit. Bouncing blade from Katarina doing quite a bit. Gonna send heavenTime back for sure. And this is going to be an interesting match. Again, I mean, we've had a lot of the same players in a lot of these games lately. It may just be because these are the same time these people play. And the same time I record, because it's like the only time of day that I have the time to record. But either way, going into lane matchups, I mean, Zac in the jungle going against Nautilus. Nautilus has been very popular lately ever since the All-Star match. Mainly because St. Vicious was just smashing face with Nautilus. He was just wrecking people. Definitely the new mayor of Hook City. People kind of forgot about him because he got nerfed, and it was pretty depressing, I must say, but he's coming back with a lot of force, and there's not nearly as much really early game counter jungling going on as there was in like the tail end of Season 2 and before LCS. I don't know if that's just a shift in metagame, if people think it's too dangerous, or if it's just one of those things that faded out of the existence of the public eye. But I mean, Nautilus is so squishy early game. You can just really easily kill him in the jungle, especially at red buff or blue buff. Oh, we're actually okay. So we will have. I was hoping that Lulu was going to be top and not Blitzcrank, because Blitzcrank's a very awkward solo lane. At least it actually gets spotted out by the ward, but he doesn't really care. He's just hanging out there for pressure. They may go for a tower dive. Ooh, and we do actually have. Wow, is that it's a kill lane bottom. I don't even know what's happening. So it's like, yeah, Lee Sin, Darius. We do have a pretty aggressive play coming on Irelia. Blitzcrank does tank the tower for a bit. Is he going to be able to do anything? A beautiful hook, a double hook at the same time. That was friggin' awesome. I don't think I've ever seen that before. They're just like hook, and wow, first blood goes to Irelia, and she looks like she's going to get out. But the Nightingale Barnett is going to be enough. Yes, she does pop barrier, but she does get stunned. She's going to put on as much damage as possible. Are they going to do it? No, the hook brings him back. Zac explodes into those bloblets. Are they going to be able to do anything? Uh-oh. Urgot's coming down. Is he going to be able to pick up the kill? Is he going to be able to pick up the kill? And Nautilus does end up falling. He tries to get the kill, and wow, we do have the teleport now coming out from Katarina. Katarina's going for it. Oh my gosh, Urgot was one more Q away from it, but now it looks like Lulu is in a pretty tough position. Urgot going right back onto it. He's going to try to get out, but pretty much just do as much juking and damage as he can. Beautiful play by the blue team, coming out on top in the end. A 3-for-2 exchange. Very, very long, drawn-out fight, but I think the most interesting thing to note is that there's a Lee Sin support. It's not something you see often. I like his pushing potential. Wow, a huge initiation onto Lulu. Lulu's going to get taken down pretty quickly, but she will pick up the kill onto Lee Sin just with that ignite and those tower shots. So she has ignite and flash. She was able to flash away, but unfortunately, she was still going down. Lee Sin doing a great job with ignite and exhaust. I think that's a very powerful summoner spell combination, but you have to have somebody with extremely high mobility to be able to pull that off. And Lee Sin is one of those champions typically, especially if you can land his Sonic Blast. Ooh, Zac goes in with the slingshot, and he is now going directly onto Draven. Draven doesn't look like he's going to be able to survive this. He throws on the barrier, but they kind of waste it out. Zac is now caught out of position, and this is not good for him. The slingshot, ooh, gets interrupted by a beautiful hook from Nautilus. And yeah, there's absolutely no way. He's trying to kill himself before. Ooh, Draven still got an assist. I think he was trying to kill himself so Draven didn't get any of that gold. But Draven's bleeds are just a little bit, they last a little bit too long. So he did get the assist for. Ooh, a nice grab actually. Going down to Irelia, and Irelia will take a little bit of harass from Caitlyn, but it's not really going to be too much. Aurelia's pretty good at that stuff. Wow, Lulu is just getting destroyed by Lee Sin here. And one of the things I really like about support Lee Sin is that he can easily check brushes, he can constantly harass because of the lack of mana. He doesn't rely on mana, and he will gain energy extremely fast, so we can just spam out Q as much as possible. It gives him vision in the bushes, so it's very difficult. You can't bush juke with a Lee Sin around. It's just pretty much impossible. In the mid lane, Urgot is still a very interesting choice to me. I like the pick because I think Urgot is still incredibly strong. He did get a Tear the Goddess first, but he's not spamming his spells nearly as much as I would think.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Blue team already takes down the first tower of the game at 6 minutes and 45 seconds. It's going to be the bottom tower going down. And wow, Katarina throwing out the ultimate, and this could be really bad. Lee Sin is coming around from the side. Actually misses the Sonic Wave, unable to follow up. And Zac is going to slow down just a little bit. No. Urgot is still not quite level 6. So he's pushed out just a little bit. It's not going to be enough. Lee Sin doing quite a bit of damage. Wow, doing a nice job. Katarina is so low. Those could be very bad. Zac is going to be able to hold off this wave, though. Zac is relatively good at wave clearing or being safe while trying to clear the wave. So it's good for him. Good for him. Blitzcrank is now being pinged out by Nautilus and Lee Sin coming in. Blitzcrank's going to have a tough time getting out of here, especially with 3 members of the red team. Yeah, he's going to go down almost instantly. They just wore him down a little bit and did a little bit of flashy plays, but pretty standard. Blitzcrank is doing a very awkward build, though. He started out with that Doran Shield. He gets Brawler's Gloves, trying to get some crit strike. I don't know why. He may be going for an Avarice Blade, just for the gold pretend. Ooh, Nautilus going down with the tower dive and a nice ultimate coming out from Draven. Draven's doing so much damage, able to pick up that Caitlyn. They threw down the Ignite, but I don't know if that came from... Yeah, that came from Lee Sin. Lee Sin was just trying to get part of the assist gold. Possibly steal it with the Ignite, but it's not likely since it doesn't do that much damage per second. Lulu doing a pretty good job up top, especially in comparison to the Irelia. 40 CS on Lulu against the 28 on Irelia. Blue team does end up losing that bottom tower, so now both teams are down on that bottom tower, and I can only expect that one team will go for this dragon relatively soon. There's a lot less pressure, so it's just kind of a ward battle at this point. With Blitzcrank not really buying too many wards, I think it's a lot higher chance or a lot higher possibility that the red team is going to pick up the first dragon. But it looks as if they are going to recall for the time being. Caitlyn's starting to catch up in farm now. She is down by about 7 right now. She was down by around 15. She is tied with kills, down by 1 assist. So Draven's doing a little bit better, but nothing too significant. The fact of the matter is right now is that Caitlyn has Berserker Greaves, where Draven just has level 1 boots and a BF sword. It's pretty much the only difference as far as their build goes. And honestly, I think the BF sword is going to be a lot more impactful than Berserker's Greaves. She already has the escapability, so I don't think that's really necessary quite yet. She has her 90 caliber net to throw out. Ooh, Nautilus going in for a huge gank. He does have the ultimate. Ooh, and a nice Dredge line coming out. He's going to do quite a bit of damage. He's going to spider over to the wall. Lulu is going to try to flash away. It does end up picking up the kill on Nautilus. And wow, Irelia is taking a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Lulu was unfortunately unable to pick that up. Didn't have the Glitter Lance, and the teleport from Katarina is going to be it. Oh, this could be bad. The Bouncing Blade coming out. Katarina is going to do as much as she can. She gets that speed up. And oh my god. Zac ends up taking that dragon, and this could be... Oh my gosh, it's so close. Yep, that's dead. That's Shrimpo. Oh, get out of there. Yeah, Caitlyn definitely forced to get out of that bad position once she saw 2 members of the red team. It's kind of surprising that Lee Sin didn't automatically throw out his Sonic Wave right when he saw her. It was probably just because it was an interesting place for her to be. Oh my gosh, the ultimate did hit. but it was a little bit too late, didn't stop her. They had a ward there, so we could have done it a little bit sooner, but I think they're waiting to close the gap a little bit more just so they can do it. Oh, a nice ultimate coming out from Blitzcrank. He does get hooked. Or sorry, from a nice swap from Urgot, hooking the Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank will end up going down to the Urgot with the Ignite, and now Katarina and Zac are going after this Nautilus. Nice pop-up coming out from him, and Zac picks up the kill. Ooh, Darius coming in real hard in the paint, doing quite a bit of damage to this Caitlyn, and Caitlyn's gonna take a bit. Is it gonna be enough though? Wow, it's so many bleeds. He's gonna flash after her, and yeah, that is very, very dead Caitlyn. I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to get there in time. No, he took too long. He took too long. He's not recalling. He's gonna kill himself. Is Blitzcrank gonna be able to get it? Is Blitzcrank gonna be able to get it? Oh, the flash ult. Oh, scumbag. Great play by Blitzcrank. I mean, he needed the kill. They didn't get shutdown gold for it, but it's also better than him just kind of committing suicide and them not getting any experience or gold for it at all. So props to Blitzcrank on that one. He did, I mean, props to Draven at the same time. I mean, he made him waste a flash. Ooh, Lee Sin going in, but he's going to be able to safeguard out of there. Not really having too many difficulties. Katarina with a double buff at this point. She could be very scary. Ooh, a nice hook coming out from Nautilus, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Zac comes in. Is he going to start his Let's Bounce? Oh, it's not on. It's still on cooldown. So unfortunately, he wasn't able to do too much. They probably could have done pretty good in that fight. They did it. Usekli's on ward, and it doesn't quite land in the brush. Urgot saw it and backed off almost immediately and put a ward in a brush where it mattered. Lulu's in a pretty tough position once again. She's only up by 6 CS. And wow, Irelia is still going ham. Just going to town. 2-2-1 from Irelia, and I'm surprised she's actually doing as well against this Lulu as well as she can. It's very weird since she was ahead by almost 20 or 30 CS. Lee Sin goes in pretty hard, but a nice power fist from Blitzcrank. Ooh, and the grab following up. Bouncing Blade is going to do a little bit of harass, but that safeguard just makes it super easy for Lee Sin to get out of almost any bad situation. Nice job, but this is a beautiful hook. Zac, is he going to be able to get another dredge line? Is going to finish him up. Starts the block blitz, and his passive is on. Alright, is he going to be able to survive? Draven's doing so much damage. He's able to kill like one with every auto attack. The tower shots aren't going to be enough. The ultimate out from Draven, it's not going to be enough. Oh, a beautiful grab with the power fist coming out, and Katarina's starting to clean up. She gets the reset, and now they're on the hunt for more blood. Irelia is just farming as much as possible. Lee Sin snags onto Katarina. She gets a nice bouncing blade, but it's not going to be enough. Blitzcrank, I don't even think he has boots yet. He does have level 1 boots. He's just going so slow. Even with the overdrive on it seemed like he was going really slow. Oh my gosh, he's so low. Lee Sin, get out of there, bro. Blitzcrank's going balls deep. Yeah, it's gonna get grabbed. That is gonna be a free kill for Draven. I don't really know what his problem is. That was a very bad situation. I don't think well, obviously he shouldn't have done that, but I don't know why he did it. He knew he wasn't gonna get the kill, even if Lisa, well, he might have just been checking for a recall, but at the same time, when you're 3 towers deep, it's never a good idea. I mean, the deeper that you are in towers, when the other ones are still alive, the more damage it does. And the more consecutive hits you take, the more damage it does as well. It's just a a recipe for disaster. So, note at home, kids, don't dive 3 towers deep. It's so dangerous to even dive 2 towers deep that I don't even recommend that unless you have a lot of backup and you're able to just get in and get out. Overall, it's not a good situation to be in. Aerolia is still working on that top tower. She did finally pass up Lulu in CS. Lulu's having a tough time, you can tell. But potentially going for that Blade of the Ruined King that everyone is so happy to have. And the ultimate coming out. Katarina does get popped up by the Wild Growth. Where she pops up everyone else with the Wild Growth, and a beautiful trade. Trade a little bit of damage and some summoners. Oh, Zach coming in. Is he going to be able to do anything to Draven? He's going to start the less bounce. That's a lot of damage. Katarina, she is going to flash over. And that is going to be a little bit too much. Katarina, oh my gosh, she pops it. Unfortunately, and oh my gosh, is Zach going to go down to this? One more missile seek. No, it doesn't actually end up going down. He hits a minion instead. And oh, the flash auto attack. Beautiful play by Caitlyn. End up picking that up. And Katarina is still alive. Not by much, mind you, but she is still alive and kicking. Blitzcrank is now taking the tower. Gets a nice... Yeah, wow, that was actually a really nice play. So, ran up and silenced the Lee Sin before he could safeguard and then just popped him up. Ooh, Hook City coming out from Nautilus. And a nice Power Fist onto Irelia. That's the best target you can do. And a nice grab once again. And, oh yes, the Ignite does finish it up. Lulu picks up that kill. Beautiful play. Irelia does get the kill onto the Blitzcrank, but I think that's definitely worth the trade. Killing an Irelia, sacrificing a Blitzcrank, that is 100% worth it. We do have Draven's ultimate coming out. Is it going to hit anybody? Yeah, I can't believe Katarina's still around. I think Draven was trying to seek her out with his ultimate, but definitely not even close. Red team is now finally getting to the dragon. They're going to pick up the second dragon of the game. It's 2 towers to 1 in favor of the blue team still, and 17 kills to 13 in favor of the blue team as well. Blue team is up by about 2.5 thousand gold. So nothing crazy, but definitely not something to laugh about.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Who's Blitzcrank gonna wait for a grab? Oh, it grabbed so close. Oh my gosh, it could have got it if he just stayed there. He still gets it. Draven was unaware and a beautiful silence. Is it gonna happen? Yes, it will. Beautiful pickup by Zach and Blitzcrank. That was a wonderful grab. He was able to time it out. He almost missed his window of opportunity, but Draven was just a little bit too careless. And right, Blitzcrank is just reading everywhere that they're going. Oh, he went for the fisting for the kill, but unfortunately, it did not work. Come on, Draven. I'm waiting for the sniper. And wow, Katarina 7-0-4. Scarra doing a beautiful job on Katarina as expected. Still one of the best Katarina players in the world. It's pretty much not debatable. There are many Katarina players, but Scarra was definitely one of the originators. Oh, a nice flash grab coming out from Blitzcrank. And wow, that is a legendary Katarina at this point. And like I said, Blitzcrank is just on point now. After he dove those 3 towers, maybe he learned something. A whole lot. Ooh, a nice proc from Aurelia's ult actually stopped the recall of Lulu. It's kind of a nuisance to restart your recall, but that didn't really go in on it. Ooh, and Lee Sin is in a really tough situation now. He doesn't have flash, and again, that is a legendary Katarina, 9-0-4. She probably has a ton of gold in her pocket. 1,200, not a whole lot. Oh, a nice ultimate from Nautilus, stopping the recall from Link, and yeah, he's definitely gonna die. Unfortunately, Yeah, that sucks, but it does happen. Ooh, a nice ultimate coming out from Draven. Hitting Caitlyn twice, that is never a good situation. The ultimate now. Wild growth on Katarina. Is Katarina going to go in for anything else? That's the question. And wow, she's going to take a ton of damage. She's going to throw on. Oh my god, that's so dangerous. Double kill for Lulu. And she barely survives with that Zanya. Zanya's just helped out so much on that. Yeah, the reason Zanya's helped so much is that she waited for the bleeds to be basically expired from Draven. And that was a really good play by her. You can definitely tell that Scarra learned some stuff from the All-Star games. He wasn't playing this flawlessly beforehand. Hopefully in the summer split of the LCS, he will actually be a little bit more on point and a little bit more Scarra-like, like he was in Season 1 and Season 2. Even a lot of Season 2, he wasn't phenomenal. He wasn't the usual Scarra, but ooh, Lee Sin coming in. But Lee Sin's a sport. He's not going to be able to do much damage. He already used his ultimate. Katarina should be able to finish this off. Wow, she's actually unable to do that much damage, which is kind of surprising. I didn't think Lee Sin was that tanky. She hasn't finished her death cap yet, which is what it looks like she's doing. Ooh, Zach comes in with a nice slingshot going directly on Nautilus. Is Nautilus going to be able to do anything about it, though? Urgot is now officially in the fight, and Irelia coming in again to shut down the killing spree of Katarina. That is a huge chunk of change for Irelia, the person you do not want to have it. Draven gets 2 hits of his ultimate onto Zach, and Zach should be able to slingshot over this wall pretty easily and get away. Yeah. Great job by Zach. Red team is kind of pinging out in the Baron area. I think that's the red team. It kind of looked like the red team. But they're just going to go directly for this mid tower. Ooh, really close to hooking that Caitlyn. It was a nice attempt by Nautilus. And wow, they're going for a second tower. Katarina's not there, and she's their biggest threat. Lulu's also a pretty big threat, but not in comparison. Ooh, a nice grab. Mid-auto attack. Get it from Caitlyn. That was actually a really cool play. Ooh, Irelia going ham. Trying to get onto Caitlyn as fast as possible. Is she going to survive? No, the auto attacks don't quite finish up, but she does get the kill. Draven ends up falling down to Lulu, and that is a triple kill for Lulu with the ace. End up being a 5-for-1 exchange in favor of the blue team. At this point in the game, the blue team is up by quite a bit. They're up by about 5,000 gold at the 24-minute mark. Towers are completely smack dab even, which is great. Oh, a swap. A reversal on Lulu. Lulu's under the tower. She's going to try and guard herself. She's going to flash over the wall. I don't think it's going to be enough now. She will definitely end up dying. Draven's comeback tried to steal it up. Didn't quite happen though. Katarina's in a really tough position as well. Ooh, a nice Zanya's proc. Ooh, but unfortunately, Lee Sin is able to pick it up. Red team is now pinging off for the Baron. There's 2 members of the blue team dead, so this is the important time to do it. Are they going to start or not? It's a little bit too late to start it, possibly. Ooh, really nice job. Blitzcrank ended up taking out that Lee Sin with almost no problems. Irelia destroying Caitlyn as well. Possibly Blitzcrank. No, leave Blitzcrank. Zach throws down the Let's Bounce, tries to get out of there. I don't think it's going to be enough. And Irelia should. Yep, that is a killing spree now. Draven ends up taking out Zach and Irelia. Oh, is she gonna get out? It's so close. She's so fast. Ooh, a nice dash to one of the minions. Just to get a little bit of leverage. Oh, is she gonna get it? The gap closing. Oh, sniper! Oh my god, we gotta see that again. That was fucking beautiful. Alright, so Aerodactyl here. He's gonna come in, and he's gonna see the last part of that minion. The speeds are up, and boop! Wow, wow. Friggin' Aerodactyl, that was sick. That was sick play. I like it. Alright, so luckily the blue team was able to prevent the red team from getting Baron, which I didn't actually see happening. And that's the little ward trick that Scarra has. If you auto attack and then Shimpo to that ward, it kind of stays visible for a little bit longer. And a Hyper Connect reverser onto Lulu. Lulu goes down very low. Katarina's going to get the reset, end up going onto the Draven. The ultimate's going to come out and do quite a bit of damage, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as much as he wanted. That's a double kill for the Caitlyn. And 1 for 3. Sniper! Just doing some harass. Nautilus gets grabbed. And wow, that's a huge amount of damage. And Draven coming out. Katarina actually does go down to Aerolia.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And this is the blue team's first inhibitor that they're finally able to get off. And unfortunately, there's only 2 of them. Ooh, they're not able to get the inhibitor. It's very depressing, but Caitlyn was able to pick up the kill on the Nautilus. And that's pretty important. It's always nice to feed your AD carry. And I'm not exactly sure which person that went on. It looks like it went on Sack.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Beautiful. Get another dragon. And the red team is starting to get a commanding lead. They're up by about 6,000 gold at this point. It's a slow increase that they're getting, but it's an increase nonetheless. And every little bit helps, of course, but the people that need the kills have them. Lulu's doing a great job. She's doing a ridiculous job. Katarina is doing a great job. 10-3 and 10. Lulu's 12-4 and 4. It's just the kills are exactly where they need to be. Zach's getting a ton of assists, so he's just getting massive amount of gold from that assist and building extremely tanky. Very armor based. He does have a thorn mail, so he's gonna get in the middle of a fight and he wants you to auto attack him, so you take extra damage, not only just from his Sunfire cape burning around you, but the auto attacks that return in magic damage. So it's a very interesting. Ooh, Blitzcrank would have just ran over there and just did a blind one. That would have been awesome. Blitzcrank using the speed from Lulu as well as his own overdrive. That was a really nice forced disengage. They should be able to take this inhibitor at this point in time. Oh, a nice grab. They actually both grab each other, it looked like. And the ultimate from Draven doing a lot of damage. Releasing going hard in the paint, but actually ends up exploding. And the let's bounce from Zach. Popping up everybody, kind of zoning them at the same time. But Aerolia is going directly onto Katarina. Katarina's in a pretty tough position. Is she going to be able to survive? Looks like Katarina dies from Draven, and Draven is, just barely dies from the tip of Caitlyn. That's a double kill from Caitlyn, and Lulu also gets a double kill. Oh, triple kill for that Lulu, and geez, that Lulu is just a monster right now.
The inhibitor has been destroyed.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. Both of these players. Aerodactyl, I like Aerodactyl stop Lulu. I approve. I definitely approve. It's not champion we see it top lane not much anymore. Pretty much since she came out. Lee Sin going directly on to Lulu, but I don't think that's going to be close enough. It's actually pretty close. You get ace again. They have 2 seconds until Irelia shows up. Is it going to be enough? It's at half health. Irelia comes in. He has a stun, but the teleport from Katarina is going to be a little bit too much. She's going to shoot bone. Yes, they finish off the Nexus just in time before they get completely wiped out. beautiful, beautiful job by the blue team. Great game. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you do want to see more videos. I will be condensing the plays of the game into one video now, since I did get a couple requests for it. The only reason I had it in separate videos mainly was because I thought you guys may not want to see specific types of videos. I don't really know, but I definitely understand where you guys are coming from, where it's just blowing up your feed. I totally understand, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to spam you guys, so I think if I just put them all into one game, it should still be a pretty short video, like 2 minutes or something like that, so nothing too crazy. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and if you have any requests for champions or players that you want to see, definitely make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below or send me a message, and I will record those games for you. Talk to you tomorrow, guys. Peace.